Hey, welcome to Uncle Dan's Front Porch. I'm glad you could join me this morning. Today, I think I need to talk to you about cleaning your house up. Basically, I'm here to tell you, it's your house, clean it up. Laws are funny things. You can ignore them, but in the end, you're going to suffer. It's going to mess you up. And the problem with laws is they don't always have immediate consequences, so it kind of fools us a little bit. Now, some laws are pretty easy to grasp. Law of gravity. There's immediate consequences to ignoring the laws of gravity. But there's this other law that kind of fools us a little bit because the results is not immediate always. It's the law of sowing and reaping. You ever plant corn and carrots come up instead? I didn't think so. That's because whatever seed you plant, that's what's coming up. Well, the problem is some of us forget that. You ever had this mindset, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do? That's bad seed. You know what happens with that? Well, some people end up dead. Some people end up in prison being told what they're gonna do all the time. Listen, you need to be told what to do sometimes. It's just all there is to it. Law of sowing and reaping kind of goes like this. If you live like the devil, your life becomes hell. So I'm just here to tell you, if you don't like the results of the seed you're sowing, maybe it's time to start sowing different seed. Excuse me. So some of us also think that we can throw bad seed out there and then, oh God, forgive me, and somehow he's going to spray Roundup or pull the weeds out for you. Ain't happening. What you need to do when you see like you're sowing bad seed is you need to switch that seed up and start sowing some good seed. And then some of us think that when we start sowing good seed, all of a sudden the effects from the bad seeds disappearing. It's not happening like that. God's going to help you out. He's going to help you get through the tough times. But you're going to have to suffer the consequences of your bad choices. There's no way of getting around it. Some of y'all want to stop doing the right thing because you don't think it's paying off. You've just got sucked back into some bad thinking processes. You better stop it. Because the bottom line is, it takes a little bit of time for any kind of seed you plant to come up. So just relax, keep doing the right thing, let God work out the end results. Now, there's this guy by the name of Solomon. He was the smartest guy that ever lived. He makes a comment that's kind of interesting. He said that life and death is in the power of the tongue. Now, I don't know if you thought about that or not, but what if you said life-giving words that, plants, animals, stuff that kind of depicts life would start popping up. And when you say death words, stuff around you start dying, that would kind of be helpful, wouldn't it? Doesn't happen like that, but then again it does. So we need to even think about not just the things we do, but we need to think about the things we say, because literally we are like God in that we create environments around us. And I'm just here to tell you that if you're whining and complaining, you ain't helping yourself none. You're just piling the crap on. You're just making your life even worse. You need to stop it. Stop. And that's why God gave us some insight in Philippians chapter 4. If you've ever listened to me before, you'll probably notice I've used that verse before, or that chapter. Philippians chapter 4 says some really interesting things. Verse 4, rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. That's planting some seed. That's creating some environment around you. In verse 6, it says, don't be anxious, but in everything through prayer and supplication. In other words, stop whining and actually go take it to God, who is equipped to handle your mess anyway. And he says you'll get the peace that surpasses your ability to understand. And then in verse 8, he gives you some things that, a checklist of different things that, hey, these are the categories of things that you need to entertain, and all that negative stuff, you need to throw it out the window. Listen, I'm just here to tell you something, folks. It's your house. You're responsible for it. So it's time to start cleaning it up. Stop sowing the bad seed. Start sowing the good seed. Stop saying death words. Start saying words that give life. Listen, this is Uncle Dan on the front porch, and I'm just here to tell you, if your life sucks, it's partly your fault. Own your part of it and start doing the right thing. I wish you a blessed week. I hope that there's more life coming up around you. And God bless you. Have a great week.